It's hard not to be a fan of a credit card that gives you more while saving you money every single day. The Illini Visa Rewards Card, available only through U of I Community Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Thursday walkthrough. Martin O'Donnell here with Coach Lovie Smith. And, Coach, last week something that a visitor here to Illinois was Herm Edwards, somebody you gotten to know throughout your career. And, earlier this fall, we know you went and visited Canton for Tony Dungy's induction into the Hall of Fame. What is it about, it seems a lot of coaches in general, regardless of the sport, form bonds, but it seems like football coaches in particular form really tight bonds that last a long time. What do you think that's due to?
Well, I don't know exactly the reason why. I just know that that is the case. And for me, we're trying to influence young men. And sometimes young men will listen to certain people a little bit more than they will others. And you mentioned Tony Dungy. People listen when he talks. Herman Edwards, the same thing. I mean, these are guys, men that I know that are real men that know how to tell young men how man should behave in all situations. So we had an opportunity to bring Herman Edwards in here and just not talk to our football team, but to all of our athletes about just life in general. And I'm talking about just fundamental things. Treat everybody with respect. What it's like to be the responsibility of being a teammate. And I know in my life, of course, my parents have had a big influence and had a big influence on me, but you listen to your coaches, especially the coaches that have been through it and you know what they're talking about.
When did you first realize that you wanted to go into coaching as a profession?
Early on, and I'm going to go back to grade school. And a little bit of that had to do with what I saw. I was a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. I saw Coach Landry every week, every Sunday on TV and wanted to be like him. My high school coach is still alive in Texas. He had such an positive influence on me. And I wanted his life. I wanted to be involved in sports all my life. So it was pretty easy. There was only one thing I ever wanted to do, and that was coach football and be around young people. That's why it's been so rewarding coming back to college, being around young people that you can influence.
Well, and last week, it being homecoming here at the University of Illinois, this week, Dad's Weekend, what has it been like for you to kind of be re-immersed in everything that comes along with college football?
Well, I just know that it's been a joy. And as you mentioned, I've talked an awful lot about game day on a college campus, and it's, seeing the band perform, cheerleaders, all of that. But it is something special, I think, between a football player and his dad. Mm-hmm. So they have Dad's Day. And there's some special things we do. We have a Grange Grove walk where our football team walks over to the stadium. This week, our players, along with a significant other, their dad, we're going to all walk there together. And that's pretty special for a father to walk his son to the stadium. And that responsibility, I'm sure that a player feels too. He just wants to perform as good as he possibly can in front of his dad.
Oh, absolutely. And, turning our attention to this week's game, Michigan State coming in, same record as the Illini, but, certainly I think there's a certain identity that Michigan State has established in terms of the style of football that they play. What challenges do you see that presenting to this Illini team?
Well, the type of football they play is, it's Big Ten ball, simple as that. Offensively a run base, power football running team, hard-nosed defense. In order to beat a football team like this, you need to be sound on the fundamentals of football. It doesn't get any better than that. That's why we're looking forward to the challenge. Our fundamentals, the basics of football hasn't been exactly what we see them being in the future. This is a perfect week for us to put everything together.
How much of football, offensive, defensive, is trust?
Most of it. and the trust of, first off, of your teammate doing his job. And you just concentrating on yours. Your responsibility to the football team is to be the best that you can be, down after down. And that's what happens. Most of the time guys are disciplined one play, but to be able to do that consistently, that's what a good teammate is all about.
Well, can't put it any better myself, and I think that's, certainly there's correlations there in life, right? And that's something you certainly hope that, the guys on this team can carry forward what you learn on the football field and in the classroom and in the meeting rooms.
Absolutely. Everything, I think what you learn, responsibility of being a teammate, that is what you're gonna get, what you're gonna need as you go out in life. Eventually, you're gonna probably have a family, and your family will hope and pray that they can trust you, to do what you're supposed to do, and that's go out, earn a living, help us, be a certain type of influence on us. So I've definitely seen that. The things that I've learned from trying to be a good football teammate is what has helped me to be a better dad, better husband, father, all of that.
Well, I'm with you in that boat, Coach, and thanks for your time, and thanks for stopping by the Thursday walkthrough.